Orange Nation, we are ready to work. But of course, before we get into all of that, we have to make sure our body is properly warmed up before we crush today's workout. This dynamic warm-up is going to consist of 6 minutes long, made up of 3 exercises for 2 rounds. Lindsay, you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. So Lindsay is grabbing a toolbox, or of course you can use anything that is going to be safe for you to step up on. You can even use the stairs that are in your house. So when she's performing her step-ups, notice that her foot is all the way on. That includes her heel. We're going to do this for 30 seconds on one leg and then 30 seconds on the other. That looks good, Lindsay. Moving on to keep our body warmed up is going to be our knee lift to an extension. This is going to challenge our balance. So this is 30 seconds on the leg, on your right leg, and then 30 seconds on the left. You're going to feel this in the back side of your body, your glutes, the hamstrings, and the calves. That's going to simulate the exercises that we have later for you. Then finally, we'll transition to our butt kicks. And notice this one's going to get your heart rate up. Lindsay's pumping her arms. She's smiling. She's excited. And then, of course, if you need your option of jumping is not for you, we'll just slow it down and focus on bringing your heel towards your glutes. Lindsay, you warmed up?
Ready.
Let's get it. This block is focusing on lower body, but we're gonna use the mini bands. The mini bands are so important because it's gonna focus on strengthening our stabilization muscles, which is ultimately gonna help prevent injuries. Lindsay, you ready to go?
Ready.
Sounds good. So notice Lindsay is gonna begin sitting down for safety. When she's putting on her mini band, today's location is what we call the mid band, which is right below the kneecap. Our first exercise is going to be our abduction. Mostly shifting all of her weight in just a single leg, and the opposite leg is gonna extend out, focusing on the glutes and the hip. Great job, Lindsay. ISO walk, it's an ISO squat monster walk. So the pattern on this one is bringing one foot towards the inner part, and then you're gonna step out. So it is 4 steps forward and then 4 steps coming back. That equals 1, and we have a total of 6. Jump squats is coming for us next. Focus on explosive strength. We're gonna sit back in our heels, jump up as high as we can, land soft, pressing your knees out with the mini bands. Option is gonna be to squat, coming up on your toes for a calf raise. Our last exercise is going to be the good morning. Starting in our standing set position, feet directly underneath your hips, fingertips lightly behind your ears, shifting your hip back and standing right back up. The range of motion is going to be different for everybody. Just trying to get your chest parallel to the ground and then return to that starting position. Lindsay, how do those mini bands feel?
Fantastic burn.
Woo, let's do this.
We only get one shot, at least for now. So give it all you got. Let's go another round. We followed all the rules all this time. Did what we're supposed to do. Just flying blind. I don't wanna waste a moment.
Don't waste no time.
I don't care what they say.
I don't care what they say.
I refuse not to live my life. All work and no play. I wanna feel alive.
Alive, alive.
We've been living just to die. So alive.
Alive, alive.
I think it's time we learn to fly. So alive. They want us chasing dollar signs.
Ay,
No end in sight.
come on.
We suffer just to make a time.
Yeah,
And that ain't
you
right.
know that ain't right.
We can turn it all around.
Yeah,
It's not too late.
never too late.
And now that the truth is found, we'll change our fate.
It's never too late.
I don't wanna waste a moment.
I don't wanna waste a moment.
I don't care what they say.
I don't care what they say.
I refuse not to live my life. All work and no play. I wanna feel alive.
Alive, alive.
We've been living just to die. So alive.
Alive, alive, alive.
I think it's time we learn to fly.
So
alive, 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 alive. I don't wanna waste a moment. I don't care what they say. I refuse not to live my life. All work and no play. I wanna be alive. We've been living just to die. So alive. I think it's time we learn to fly. So alive.
This block is going to be focusing on your lower body and your core. The best thing about it, though, is all you're simply going to need is your couch or an ottoman. It's 8 minutes long, and we have 4 exercises that we're just going to repeat for those 8 minutes. Lindsay, you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Our first exercise, we're going to begin with a single leg seated squat to stand. One leg is going to remain straight with the heel on the ground. Opposite leg, the knee is bent at 90 degrees. Lindsay's going to drive through her heel, stand up, and sit right back down. Now notice when she comes back to start in that seated position, she's controlling her weight instead of just plopping down. What this is doing is increasing your time and her tension. Our second exercise is called our decline plank hip rocks. So Lindsay's hands are directly underneath her shoulders, her belly button is to her spine, and we're just gonna rock side to side, feeling this in your obliques. All she's simply doing is taking her hips towards the floor. Everybody's range of motion is different, so just go what feels okay for you. Exercise number 3 is our Bulgarian split squat. So we're just gonna begin right in front of our ottoman and taking 2 steps out in front. Back leg is on top of the ottoman. Lindsay's keeping her chest proud, dropping straight down. And it's so very important to keep your knee stacked directly over your ankle. Driving through your heels, feeling this to your glutes and hams. Our last exercise is the hip bridge. So Lindsay's gonna set up with the upper part of her shoulders on top of the ottoman. She's dropping down. Her hips go towards the floor, doesn't quite sit on the floor. And notice when she comes up, she squeezes her glutes, she pauses for 1 second, she brings it right back down. So Orange family, ready to get that lower body talking.
I don't care what they say.
I refuse not to live my life. All work and no play. I wanna
Okay, team, we know you've been missing those power blocks, so here's one for you. You're going to go from a push into an all-out. You got 2 rounds, 6 minutes long. Our first exercise is going to be a push for squatting. You're dropping deep into those heels, 90 degrees, squeezing the glutes at the very top in your set position. Your option is to lower your range of motion with that squat. And you guessed it, we're going all out. We've got squat jacks. You're going to jump up and down, squeezing the glutes once again at the top. Your option is to simply step those feet together and drop into that squat going into a lateral position. You'll take a rest for 15 seconds, cool off, and then we're going all out with Cynthia for high knees. So with those high knees for 30 seconds, we're driving up. Make sure those knees come about the level of your navel to really squeeze that core. Your option here is to reduce the range of motion and slow down those high knees. You're going to take another rest to recover for 15 seconds. Breathe it out. And then we're going back into an all-out performance with a tuck jump. Are you ready? So 30 seconds, you're jumping and exploding through the body, squeezing the knees. You are in the air. Your option here is to simply reduce that jump and simply bring those knees to a lower position. Once again, this is 2 rounds. It's your power block, 6 minutes long. Let's get to work.
Let my window, not the door. We don't really wanna wake the street. You said you'd take care of me. I said let's go carefully. I don't wanna end up in a heap.
Lindsay, we don't have a whole lot of time on this block, so we're going to get to the core of the matter. All right, we got 5 minutes of work here, 4 exercises. You're going to need a medium weight object as well as a lightweight object for this block. We're going to start with 10 reps of a power sit-up. Arms fully extended, feet hip-width apart, explode, pulling that belly button to spine, knees into the chest. An option here, reduce your range of motion. Next up, we're going to take our medium weight object. In this case, we have some kitty litter. Shout out to Lindsay's cat, Rue. 20 total reps of a seated torso rotation. That object is next to our chest, nice and tall, rotating from the torso. Heels are anchored. Option, reduce your range of motion. We're going to take our lighter weight object, 10 total reps of an alternating single leg V-up. Arms fully extended, belly button to spine. We're raising one leg at a time, trying to make contact with the object. An option here, bend at the knee to reduce the lever. Last but not least, 20 total reps of a bicycle crunch, rotating from the torso. Think more shoulder, trying to make contact with that opposite knee. An option here, you can always drop down both heels, turn it into an alternating crunch. You've got 5 minutes of work. Go ahead and get started.
pushing on, keep bettering myself. Beat every obstacle, I don't need no one's help. Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now, yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning. Can't stop me now, I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try to take me down. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me, ooh. Can't stop me, ooh. Can't stop me, can't stop me, ooh. You know I give my all every step of the way. You know that I won't quit till everyone knows my name. Cause I sacrificed for this, my blood, sweat, tears, my life for this. So I'm gonna show them all, I don't care what they say. Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now, yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning. Can't stop me now, I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try
Congratulations on making it through that total body blast. It's now time to bring that nervous system back to normal with a few stretches. This block is 5 minutes long. Your first stretch is going to last for 20 seconds, a standing overhead stretch. You're going to lean over to the left and also lean over to the right. Once again, you're holding for 20 seconds. Your second stretch is going to be a standing quad stretch. This is at 20 seconds as well. Holding your balance on your standing leg, you really want to stretch the quad muscle of your opposite foot. Your next exercise is going to be a standing hamstring stretch. Keeping a neutral spine, you want to lean forward slightly, really feeling that stretch from the hips all the way down through the hamstrings and the calf muscle. Once you finish that, you're going to then return to the floor in a seated position. Chest is going to be nice and tall. You're going to rotate your spine to the left, to the right, holding, and then you're going to rotate to the left. Really feeling that stretch, keeping your lungs and chest open. And the last stretch we're going to go into, you're going to lie on your back. It is a figure 4. So you're taking your bent knee, crossing it over, ankle and knee touches, pull that knee towards you, really squeezing out the glutes and relaxing those quads. This is 20 seconds for each exercise, 5-minute block. Congratulations on making it to the end.
I was all caught up for a while, running circles around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Don't let them people get you down. They're just afraid of changing times. They try their best to drown you out in hurtful words and harmful ways. No one said that this would be easy. This world can be so cold. Lift up your bed and show